Hey guys, what's going on? I am Slick and I am bringing you a team deathmatch on Arcaden. Arcaden? Arcade is there a tongue roll in there? You know what? Let's just call it Minecraft and move on with our lives. All right. So I got some very troubling news. Some very troubling news, but before I get into that, let's all watch me not realize that there's a piece of glass in front of me. That was awesome. All right, so Black Ops 2. I can safely say that I am not excited at all. I am not excited for Black Ops 2, and maybe I'll take out the at all. I mean, of course, I'm anticipating, I'm anxious to see what it's like, but as of right now, I am not excited for this game, Black Ops 2. And I know some of you are probably raging right now, going, "What? I don't know what to do with myself." You know, you're lost, and you can't handle the fact that somebody doesn't like the game, Black Ops 2. And some of you are probably like, "Oh yeah, I respect that," and that's nice. I like that. I wish I could hug you, and whisper seductive lingo into your eardrum, while I hold you, and you're unable to get away from me. Well, yeah. I, I, yeah. So Black Ops 2, and let's get one thing straight. And there's a little bit of psychology surrounding this, and I'm gonna get into it. And I'll try to break it down for you guys, so I can understand it myself, and hopefully you guys can have some insight of how I feel. So, for the five of you who know how long I've been playing this game, um, I salute you, and I also wish I could hold you and whisper things into your ear. But for those of you who don't, I've been playing this game, or the Call of Duty franchise anyway, since 2004, and of course, the first game to be released was a World War II game. And I think that growing up and playing those games and experiencing World War II for the first time, and and I don't know if it was Call of Duty that got me interested in it, but I've always felt in myself that I've always been interested in the history of World War or whatnot, or it's just something about it is fascinating to me. And I've always loved the idea of it and learning about it and experiencing it, and the fact that it got turned into a video game, which has become my favorite shooter, or I don't know if it's my favorite shooter, but anyways, has become what it is today, is even greater in that sense. And I love that fact. But I think that the psychology surrounding this is home. Everybody, no matter where you go in life, is always reminded of the love and the welcoming embrace of home. You know, everybody always wants to return home. There's songs about it. There's books about it. How I love home and all that family and all that kind of stuff. And for me, I think World War II era in video games, and even Band of Brothers for that matter, or this TV show, or any documentary, the war or whatnot, has always been um, it's home to me, really, I guess, for lack of a better word. I've always felt um, that I've been in love with the history of war. Um, and I'm glad personally that I've never experienced any of the hardship or bloodshed of war, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to learn about it and loving it. And not the bloodshed and all that kind of stuff, but loving the history behind it, and the guns for that matter, and the maps on the video games, and it's just everything about it to me is appealing and fascinating. And I know I'm going on a lot about how I love and I'm infatuated with it, but I think that the underlying message here is that that's the reason why I'm not excited for Black Ops 2, is because I played MW2 and MW3 into the ground, where it's gotten to the point where I don't even, it's almost boring to play MW3 now. And excuse me, that just might be the consumerism inside us all, saying, you know what, I'm done with this, give me the new thing, I know it's coming, and I'm bored of this, and I am excited for the new thing to come out. And I am excited. I am hopeful that this game is it's gonna prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong with this game, but I am more focused on the fact that I haven't even been willing to look anything up about the game. I mean, I know what the game is about, and I know the storyline a little bit, and there's zombies and all that kind of stuff, and that's great. I'm excited, but I mean, I compared to Call of Duty 4 before it came out, or even MW2. I was in love with MW2 for the sniping gameplay. Call of Duty 4 was it blew my mind because it was, you know, it was a turning point in the game, really. And I'm sure everybody felt that way for a period of time. But I mean, for every game since Call of Duty 1 and United Defensive, I've been on the computer, or you know, looking up what to do, or when it's coming out, or what's the latest thing, and hearts racing, and you know, just so much anticipation for it. And I feel that I'm losing that in the year 2025. And it all comes back to the psychological aspect of the concept here, with the idea of home and retreat. And obviously, World War II shooters are or is my retreat and my home. Considering the fact that I grew up playing World War II shooters for so long, Call of Duty 1, United Offensive, Call of Duty 2, 3, and then 4, which was obviously modern, but it revolutionized the Call of Duty franchise, right? It was modern, it was the greatest thing ever, and it was probably a good chunk of you, it's probably one of your favorite Call of Duties. And other than the fact that ever since then it's been modern, it's just kind of lost its edge for me, which is why I loved World at War so much, because it brought me back to my roots, and I loved it for that. But I mean, I just don't want these opinions to influence my dislike for Black Ops 2, and it has. So guys can kind of see where I'm at for this crossroads here, right? So I hope that all makes sense, and I'm excited for Black Ops 2, and I hope it proves me wrong. That's all I can really say. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out my video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys come back and check out some more videos. I want to know your first Call of Duty experience. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you make the switch to Halo, Battlefield, whatnot? Let me have it, guys. Info. I am Slick, and peace!